This is Impact TV's exclusive interview with one of the most renowned footballers of India, who is often tagged as the torchbearer of Indian football in the international arena. He has a total of 104 international cap in his kitty. He is none other than Baichung Bhutia. How do you think is the status of Indian football as of now?
I think it's still in a very growing stage. We're still not where we want to be, even in Asia. And our aim now has to be, in next 6 to 7 years to get into top 10 teams in Asia. We need to start with realistic targets. Where everybody will start saying, no, we want to qualify for the World Cup. But I think we need to first try and get into top 10 countries in ranking in Asia. And for that, I think we got to start working with the grassroots and youth development program, which now I am been involved. So I've just joined All India Football Federation as an advisor. So we're trying to do a lot of youth development program, grassroots program, so that in 5 to 6 years' time, we've got a strong national team which can really compete and reach the top 10 rankings in Asia.
Okay, so if you look back, what went wrong with the Indian football team that we are not able to reach up to that status as well?
I think the wrong is because we don't have good development programs in India. Nowhere, I think. We don't have, our coaches are not given good opportunity to train and learn. It's like an education system. Football is like an education where you have good teachers. Here, even in India as well, any good schools, the teachers also go to good teaching program to become a good teacher. They also learn. It's the same with football. If we want to develop good coaches, we need to teach our coaches as well with the world football, give them exposure, travel outside India, get them trained to become good coaches, and they come and train the young generation who are going to be, who are talented, and they would be able to train the right kind of football. So first we need to train our coaches. Those coaches will come and then train the young footballers in the right way. I think that's where we need to start working.
Okay, so we need to work it from the grassroots level. Do you have any plan to, start those grassroots level game or the schools in Northeast especially?
That's the reason why I'm here as well in Imphal, because now I work with Federation. So for me to come to Imphal we're trying to start an academy in Imphal here for the All India Football Federation in tie-up with Sports Authority of India. And also with support from AMPA Football, Manipur Football Association. So it's initiative. This is the first project. We are trying to do this kind of projects all across India. So yes, we're looking at pictures where we can, make sure that we've got good grassroots and youth development programs.
When you talk about the academy here in Nepal, where we are right now, is it all the start?
It's just the initial stage. We've just been negotiating with Sports Authority of India in Delhi to have a tie-up. Once the tie-up happens, we sign an MOU in terms of grassroots development. Then I think that's how we take it forward.
Okay, but Kwasi, it's been often talked about that India is intoxicated with cricket.
Yeah.
So do you think will it be really easy for the people of India to come out of that intoxication and then involve and promote football?
It'll be tough, but we need to get results in football. If we start getting results in football, then people will come out and start coming out and supporting. I think football is still very, very popular in India. I think people around India watches World Cup, they watch European League, English Premier League, Spanish. So people love football in India. It's just that the national team in Indian football has not done so well, but they love the game. Football is something which people love. Despite India not playing in World Cup or Asian Cup, people still love football and still follow. So it's only a matter of time the national team starts doing well. Then I think there will be more interest and more support for football.
Okay, what about the contribution from the side of the government?
So that's where I think we are trying to get government involved now. This is our first step where we're making sure that the government is involved in the youth development. We've been getting very good support for under 17 World Cup from the government of India. Our under 17 team is getting prepared. They are under 15 right now, but we're giving them exposure as much as matches, support. And that is also coming in a big way from the government of India, the support. and to organize as well. I think the government of India would play a major role to make it a very successful tournament. So we're getting that. So we want that continuous support from government of India, and hopefully we should be able to, in future also get that kind of support.
Okay, what about infrastructure?
Infrastructure is where I think they have huge saying, because football federation in India rely on state association, and state associations don't have infrastructure. I'm not saying all. Most of the state associations don't have, and federation is made out of state associations, and infrastructure is something which we don't have much, and that's where government of India has the infrastructure. Government of India, when I say government of India, it's Sports Authority of India. So that's the reason why we want this tie-up MOU to be done and work together for betterment of Indian football. And ultimate aim for Sports Authority of India or Football Federation of India is to promote and take football in a bigger stage. So this is where I think both of us can, rather than working on their own setup, come together and work, which should be, I think, benefit for both the parties.
Okay. Well, recently some corporate houses have shown keen interest in football. If we look at, we have ISL, which has of course promoted the game up to some extent. So what do you think should their responsibility be looking forward from now?
See, I think ISL has happened. It's promoted the game. It's brought a lot of people into stadium. It's made football into the news. But yes, it's important that whatever happens, I think the national team will have to do well, and we need to make sure the ISL, I League, or anything that happens, the ultimate aim is the national team to play well and qualify for Asia Cup or the World Cup, which is a longer plan. So I think right now we just need to focus is keep having ISL, and also make sure that I League is going to be more stronger than what it is, and we want teams from places like Manipur to come into I League, because that's where I think I League is going to be more popular, more people watching it. So we want places like Manipur, we want places like Assam, we want places like Mizoram has got I League club this year, we want places like Jharkhand, UP, even Jammu and Kashmir to have an I League club. So that then it reaches out, football reaches out to every part of the country. So once that happens, I think we are surely to have good national team.
Okay, but yes, we do also believe that of course football is a kind of a very interesting game, especially for the people of Northeast. But why aren't we able to tap the potential from the Northeast state especially?
See, I think the problem is same with Northeast and rest of the country. I think Northeast that way is still far much more better than the rest of the country in terms of tapping the talent. Yes, when it comes to tapping the talent, we don't have that structure and system to really tap the talent. We need to, as I said, we need to train out coaches as well, first of all, which we've not been able to do it. We need to produce more licensed, more qualified coaches in India, which we've not been able to do it. So I think once that happens, and just playing football after retiring, a good player is not guaranteed to become good coach. Today if I have to do coaching, I might not be able to do as good as any other coaches. So coaching itself is a lot of education, a lot of learning, a lot of knowledge, and that can only come, obviously your playing experience helps you a lot, but also spotting the talent, choosing it, training the right way, getting the right training method is very, very important, which I think with education program, coaches education program, will be able to do it.
Any special package or eye for the Northeast?
I think the first what I'm targeting coming into being in federation, my first thing was to set up academies, AIFF academies in Northeast, because it's very important. We've got academies, AIFF academies, but they're based in Goa. So, I would actually see why can't we have it in Northeast as well. So, my first thing was, after appointment, this is my first trip to Imphal, and hopefully we can have one academy in Imphal and one in Shillong. So, these are the two things I'm hoping.
Also know that because you have played with the Berry English club, so you have experienced the international way of playing football. So, what is the main difference do you see?
See, I think the main difference is again, it's again I come back to same thing. It's about education, it's about training, it's about infrastructure, it's about development program, and it's same thing. If you go, if you want to study, you go into a good school where you've got qualified teachers, good classroom, good books, everything facilities with good system, then your chances of becoming IS officer is much more. But if you go to a school and you're a very intelligent child, but you go to a school in some remote place where you don't have books, when you don't have good teachers, when you don't have classrooms, then your chances of becoming an IS officer is very less. So it's the same with football. And that's the difference between Europe, because the system there, the structure, everything is very, facilities to development programs are very, very high compared to India. So it's very simple. If today Messi was born in India, he would have never become Messi what he is. So Messi was obviously spotted in Argentina and trained in Barcelona, and that's why he's become Messi. So today we have got a lot of Messis in Manipur, Mizoram, but we don't know how to spot those Messis out. And we don't know, once we spot, we don't know how to train the Messi out. So then Messi is never going to be Messi. So in India we are losing Messis because we don't know how to select the talent, and after selecting the talent we don't have the support system to make him a better player. So that's why we lose out a lot of footballers who could have been Messis in the world in India.
Okay. All right. We have also heard that you are coming back to play for
No,
East
I'm not. I was planning to come back last year just for one match to retire. I've not been able to train, and I don't think I can train, so I'm not coming back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But recently, yes, a club from in Manipur, Neroka, has started playing in the second division of I-League. And of course, this very team will be playing with Gangtok Himalayan Sporting.
Yes.
So how do you take this as a step?
For me, I would really want to see a club from Manipur to be playing in I-League. And I'm surprised that it has not happened so far. But now that Neroka is played, before Nisa had played, but we need, if Indian football has to grow, we need to have a team from Manipur, Imphal in I-League, in Indian League. So it's very, very important. And I think because Manipur football is big and popular, and you need to have a good I-League team playing here. So hopefully Neroka can do well and qualify in the I-League.
What would be your last message for the people of Northeast, especially football lovers?
I think it's Northeast is the home of Indian football, and I think we are the region where we produce a lot of good players, and I hope people can keep supporting, and the young kids, boys and girls, can keep playing, and hopefully dominate Indian football in a few years' time.